Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Just Open It, the YouTube series in which I open recently acquired toys. My name is Russ. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're a fan of toys, action figures, pop culture in general, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. Every week I plan on opening a recently acquired toy or action figure, and today we're going in the way back machine. Way back to the future, the 24th century to be specific, because I'm opening Geordi LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation, released by Galoob. Wasn't that like their tagline was like, by Galoob? I don't know if I'm remembering that right, but it's a fun word to say. And look, this is like a vintage 1988 Star Trek The Next Generation Geordi. I love Star Trek. I love The Next Generation specifically. These were obviously released in the first season of the show, because included in the lineup you have Tasha Yar, who dies, spoiler alert, in the first season. And look, the big bad is like a Ferengi. So I'm interested in collecting all of these. I have Worf, and I had Riker at one point, but he's been lost to time. Well, I saw this Geordi recently at Azia Records, which is a kind of a used media store in the Phoenix area. There are a couple in Vegas as well. And $6. Listen, it's old, but old doesn't always mean valuable. This has a nostalgic value to some of us. I love the packaging, that awesome picture of LeVar Burton, you know, gazing into the cosmos, ready to become chief engineer. And then you have that same picture here on the back. I think, was it just kind of flipped? No, he's looking in the same direction. His profile, blind from birth, Lieutenant LaForge has been fitted with artificial vision apparatus that enables him to, quote, see, it says, the entire spectrum from heat to visible light to high frequency ultraviolet, capable of performing some of the functions of a tricorder analyzer. Lieutenant LaForge makes normal humans seem hopelessly blind by comparison. So they make him sound like like he's got a superpower with that hair clip. So we're about to get into this, folks, and look, he's been taped shut. This is how I got it. So I'm just gonna, he just comes right off the board here. I mean, almost a pristine. Well, not so much now because of the heat here, probably in Arizona, and my ring light isn't helping. Okay. Look, I have a question. Zia, and then here we have Bookman's too. I love these stores. You find treasures like this. And maybe in your city you have stores like that where it's used records and CDs and books and comic books and graphic novels and action figures and statues and video games and all sorts of stuff that I'm probably not into. I'm not into it, but it's all there. You have the oven mitts and the socks and the koozies, and there's like a little Buddha figure that all of these shops seem to have, and like a Bigfoot keychain or something. When it comes to the collectibles like this, you put the sticker right here. And if I wanted to keep this guy as mint in package as I could have, this is like, you know what? I was just at a beautiful record store in Palm Springs. I mean, this was a wonderful store of collectible vinyl. And they had this Batman 45 from the 60s. And I asked her to take it down. I just wanted to look at it. $75 for the condition of the sleeve. And it was like, imagine this was the 33 sleeve. I know it would be square. But like Batman was coming off the top. You could probably Google it. It probably came out around the time of the Adam West TV show. Though I don't think it was the theme to the Batman show. It was like other Batman music. And they had the $75 price tag on the pristine sleeve for the 33 record, the 33 vinyl. It was on the back, but I mean, as a collector, if I take that home and I want to remove that $75 price tag, and it takes a little piece of that paper sleeve with it, it's immediately diminishing the value of the thing. It's potentially affecting its displayability. That thing goes from $75 to $25 at that point. God, maybe just add a little bit more. I don't know. It's more work. I understand that. You'd have to bag this, wrap it up, put the price tag on the outside. Then I know you run the risk of people picking the price tag off the plastic, putting another price tag from another item on it, and you know, making off with this little scam. I know that's a possibility. You know, is the exchange the diminishing value of the packaging itself? I don't know. It's a debate, and perhaps I'm just blind as to the alternatives here. But here's a little Geordi, man. Just a little Geordi. You got these points of articulation at the shoulders, legs, knees. It's almost like a Superpowers figure, since I've been reviewing those lately. You know, these guys all have the phaser in their hand, so it's a lot less about exploration when you're walking around with the gun drawn. But, boy, he does look cool, doesn't he? LeVar Burton's just an awesome actor and a handsome man, quite frankly. Look at that. Wow, that's cool. So, love it. I knew I would. Like I said, I have the Wharf. I've handled some of these other figures before. You know, the only thing that's of interesting note is you could see some detail there. I hope you can. There it is in the light. There's this weird kind of point that comes right to their crotch, and it's so weird and kind of unnecessary, I think. And I wonder if that's more of a design element so the painters know. You know, I don't know. It's weird. I was going to say maybe for paint application, but no, not really, because it's all the black there. So I'm going to work on this ring light, guys. It's bright, and the focus isn't great when it comes to this kind of saturation of light. So I do apologize for that. Got the tricorder. Real quick. Sling it over his shoulder. So there he is on an away mission. And this just looks like a cell phone now, doesn't it? Tricorder looks like he's got an old flip phone on a lanyard. And he's maybe just like walking around Comic-Con making calls or something like that. He's live streaming from the floor of San Diego Comic-Con there. So, yeah. Interesting. Fun. Cool. And I wonder if these mission points are still viable. Can I cash that in, Galoob? Let me know. I'd love to get like a Star Trek tote or whatever you were giving away when I collected enough of those mission points. How about the Star Trek Official Fan Club? So many interesting, cool kind of points of interest here. It was based out of Aurora, Colorado. That's very interesting. And you know, these Star Trek Fan Club magazines, I see them at Zia and Bookman's quite often. $10 for the year got you 6 of those issues. So that'd be fun to find nowadays. Like every now and then I see them. You know, it'd just be interesting to see what their takes of the series were back then in real time for the fan community. But here we go. Geordi LaForge, Lieutenant, soon to be Lieutenant Commander, Chief Engineer of the USS Starship Enterprise. Thanks very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to see future videos of mine, please subscribe to the channel. Karaoke Fanboy TV is the channel where I open new toys every week. Tune in when I grab another action figure here and I say, you know what? Just open it. I'll catch you next time.